We all know that for every action that we do, we accumulate karma, whether it is bad karma or good karma. But do you know, as long as we perform our karma without any selfish motives, we will not be bound by any karmic reaction. The concept of motive or intention behind doing any karma is a very profound gift of knowledge from Bhagavad Gita. You know, many of us often have this wrong notion about spirituality, that we should leave everything, give up our work, give up our duties in the society, renounce the world and go to some mountains to do spiritual sadhana. But have you noticed, throughout Bhagavad Gita, Lord Shri Krishna advises Arjuna to do his karma. Bhagavan Shri Krishna also strictly warns against inaction or akarma. Now in the next few verses, Lord Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna to perform our karma as an offering to the divine with complete devotion, without worrying about the fruits of our karma. Lord Shri Krishna is actually transforming Arjuna internally, transforming his consciousness so that he has the right mindset when he finally fights this battle of Kurukshetra. And this message is not for Arjuna alone. This message is also for all of us. How to fight our internal battle of delusion and ignorance, so that we finally win this battle of life and merge with that Supreme One consciousness. We shall go very deep into this important knowledge, which will change the way we have understood the theory of karma. So stay with us till the end. And if you have not subscribed till now, I suggest that you subscribe to this channel so that you do not miss out on the forthcoming lectures in this series. But before we start, kindly allow me to pay my gratitude to my Guru. Om Ram Shri Kanhaiya Lal Sharmaye Namah. Om Shri Guruve Namah. Lord Shri Krishna says, Sukha Dukhe Same Kritva Labha Labho Jaya Jayo Tato Yuddhaye Yujasva Nevam Papam Avapsyasi. Fight for the sake of duty. Same Kritva means treating alike. Sukha Dukhe means happiness and distress. Labha Labho or loss and gain. Jaya Jayo or victory and defeat. So fulfilling your responsibility in this way, Papam Avapyasi, you will never incur sin. If you recall, earlier Arjuna had this misconception that he would incur sin by fighting this war. But Bhagavan Shri Krishna now tells him very clearly that it is not by fighting this war that he will incur sin. Rather, Arjuna would incur the sin by not fighting this war. Lord Shri Krishna is now moving deeper into the science of karma. He is advising Arjuna to do his duty without attachment to the fruits of his action. Such an attitude to work will release him from any sinful reaction. When we work with selfish motives, we create karmas which bring about their subsequent karmic reaction. The Prashna Upanishad states, Atha udana ekaya urdava punyena punyam lokam nayati papena papam nayati ubhabhyam eva manushya lokam. Udana is one of our 5 prana vayus. that carries our Sukshma Sharir, after the death of our Sthul Sharir. So it carries the Jeev in its travel after the death on its upward journey. So if you do good deeds, the Udana Prana that will lead the Jeev to celestial abodes. But if you do bad deeds, the Udan leads the Jeev to sinful worlds. And if you do a mixture of the both, then you will come back to this earth. This means whether you do good karma or you do bad karma, both are binding. But now, Lord Shri Krishna asks Arjuna to fight for the sake of fighting, without worrying about happiness or distress, without worrying about victory or defeat, completely detaching himself from the fruits of his action. Lord Shri Krishna says, Arjuna, if you do that, you will not incur any sin. When we give up our selfish motives, then our actions no longer create any karmic reaction. Lord Shri Krishna has introduced this profound concept of motive or intent. Motive or intent behind karma is very important. For example, we all know murder is a sin, and the judicial law of every country treats it as a punishable offense. However, if a soldier kills an enemy soldier in the battle, he is not punished for it. Rather, he is rewarded, he is appreciated, and he is celebrated. This is because that soldier was merely doing his duty as a soldier to defend his country. His actions are not motivated by any ill will or personal motive. They are performed as a matter of duty towards his country. Therefore, since he does not have any personal motive to kill, he does not incur any sin. God's law is no different. If one gives up all selfish motives and works merely for the sake of duty towards the Supreme, such karma does not create any karmic reaction. The most important advice that Bhagavan Shri Krishna is giving Arjuna, that we must learn to keep ourselves in equilibrium in all the situations of life. It also means that if one has come to live in this world of duality, one has to learn the art of living unaffected by the ups and downs of life. When Lord Shri Krishna is advising Arjuna that he should enter the war, keeping himself unaffected by the mental emotions of pleasure and pain, by victory or defeat, he is in fact teaching the yoga of equanimity of the mind. This is the doctrine of equipoise or sambhav in action. Maintaining equanimity in all the challenging situations ensures a definite success in life. It enables us to purge the ego consciousness and our egocentric desires. When we are equanimous, we are detached from our ego consciousness. And this kind of right living results in mental purification and elimination of vasanas. If a person performs an action with equipoise, he will not be bound by karmic action. Equanimity leads to the purification of heart and finally to liberation or kaivalya. A basic principle of yoga is that practicing mental equilibrium removes delusion. When the yogi views the dream of life without emotional involvement, then the cosmic dream of life loses its delusive power. Thus that yogi remains equipoised with inner calmness and even-mindedness. Anyone who remains undisturbed by the emotions of attachment and aversion or raga and dvesha finds his way to liberation in the blessedness of the spirit. Maharshi Patanjali calls these as the 5 kleshas. Avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, kleshaha. Avidya means ignorance. Asmita means ego consciousness. Raga means our attachments. Dvesha means our aversions. And abhinivesha, meaning fear of life, are all the 5 kleshas of life. We are all spiritual warriors. We must constantly keep fighting our inner enemies of restlessness, of delusion, of temptation. When our mind becomes free from the waves of emotional disturbances, we will find within our soul the clear reflection of God. When we maintain that spiritual resistance, when we refuse to surrender to our senses, when we have this unwavering intent to attain cosmic consciousness, when our intent is to merge with that infinite, omnipresent consciousness, when we refuse to surrender to the attractions and aversions of this world, when we listen to our intellect and the power of discrimination, only then we are able to design an extraordinary life for ourselves. If you wish to learn more secrets to design an extraordinary life, join my free workshop whose link is given below. I am your brother guide to prosperity, and my mission in life is to help you realize the dreams of your life and help you achieve something worthwhile in life for which your family, your parents and your children can be proud of. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.